Thank you for tuning in. I want to share a thought and idea which I think is timely and addresses and talks a little bit about one of the challenges that we as a people are facing, and that's the challenge of Shidduchim, of marrying off our daughters. Yaakov Avinu in this week's parsha, Vayetze Yaakov, he journeys under the instructions of his parents. He's told to go, leave his community, leave his comfort zone, leave his oihel, an oihel of Torah that he sat in, and go out and find a shidduch to go to the house of Lavan. And it's a treacherous journey. It's a journey that needed a lot of preparation. As we know, he spent 14 sleepless nights in the Beis Medrash of Shem Ve'eva, fortifying, growing, that he should be able to face the challenges that he would in the house of Lavan. And he goes and he's seeking a shidduch. In fact, the Gemara tells us, Talmud tells us, that there are those who the shidduch comes to them. Yitzchak, his shidduch came to him. And others who the Rabbi Shalom seems it to be fit that they should have to put out the hishtadlus and go out and do that work, and they themselves go seek out the shidduch. Yaakov was of the latter, as he went to seek out his shidduch. And on that journey, we know that he meets Eliphaz, and all of his money is taken. He's left penniless. And the Medrash says that at this moment, he lifted his eyes to the heavens, and he said the following kapitel in Tehillim. He said, Shir Amalois Eso Einai Eloharim Me'ayin Yova Ezri Me'yim Hashem. And the Medrash kind of says that Yaakov went through a transformation. Eso Einai El HaHorim, I look back to my parents and how their shidduch and all the previous generations and how their shidduchim happened. Eliezer Ebed Avram took Kol Asher Lo, he took all of Avram's wealth with him, and that was the dowry that was offered. In those times, that's how it worked. The young man would come, and on his behalf, they would offer the dowry. Seems to have flipped today, okay, but that's how it was. And Yaakov is here, sitting here, frightened and worried. Eso Einai El HaHorim. And I say, Me'ayin Yova Ezri, how would a shidduch happen for me? Here I am. I'm on this journey to find the shidduch, and I'm penniless. How is it going to happen? And then he came back and he said, no, Ezri Me'yim Hashem. Right, so the Beis Halevi gives a little bit of a better understanding and a depth of an understanding. How is it that Yaakov questioned? Was he really worried? Wasn't he the role model of bitachon, of trust and faith in the Rabbeinu Shalom? Why would he worry about something that he knows the Rabbeinu Shalom could take care of him? Is the Yisha Emes, the Yoshev Vayholim? After 14 years in the Shem Ve'ever, definitely he had grown and become the one who would completely trust in the Rabbeinu Shalom. So he says, of course he did. And he said like this. He said, Eso Einai Eloharim, I look at the previous generations and I see the mahalach, the course, the pattern, the minig ha'olam, and how shidduchim happen. And I wonder because I know there's going to have to be some kind of a dowry. That's the way that shidduchim happen. That is the course. And of course the Rabbeinu Shalom will take care of it for me. I'm curious, as if to say, how is the money going to come to me? Me'ayin Yova Ezri. Am I going to find a treasure? Am I going to do a great business deal immediately and find my shidduch automatically? How is it going to happen? Not I'm not going to be able to get married. Of course, I just know that it has to happen this way. So I wonder how it's going to happen. How is the Rabbeinu Shalom going to facilitate the money coming to me that I should be able to make the shidduch? And then he came back and he said, no. Ezri Me'yim Hashem. Why am I limiting the Rabbeinu Shalom's ability to make a shidduch only in the means that I know, which was the minhag ha'olam then, through a dowry? Ezri Me'yim Hashem, guess what? The Rabbeinu Shalom could make it happen, and it's within his realm of possibilities that the shidduch will happen without any money. Maybe I'll come there penniless, and still the shidduch would happen. It can come directly from the Rabbeinu Shalom. Ezri Me'yim Hashem. And that's exactly what happened. He comes there penniless, he has nothing, and here the shidduch happens. This is the journey that should be mechazek us, as we consistently need to remind ourselves, those in the shidduch challenge of our lives, whether it's for ourselves or for our children or einiklach, that Ezri is Me'yim Hashem, that Ezer Kenegdoi, that shidduch predetermined, Misheishis Yimei Breishis, from Arboim Yom Kodim, from the Vlad being born, it's already predetermined from the Rabbeinu Shalom to whom it will be and how it will happen. Yes, we do our hishtadlus, but it's nothing more than that, recognizing that it comes from the Rabbeinu Shalom. And it's part of that that journey where Yaakov journeys and setting up a Beis Elokim, it all goes to that. Just to leave you with one curious something to think about, I'm looking into the Chumash here. The Torah tells us when Yaakov finally does meet Rachel, whom he would marry years later, right? And that's a parsha in itself, how that shidduch went off the rails, right? And wasn't going to happen. And all of a sudden, of course, Ezra Yom Hashem, it does happen. But he kashira Yaakov es Rachel, and Torah says in the same pasuk right over here, it says, and the whole story is around the be'er and the tzoin, Vayishch es tzoin lavan. And Yaakov gave to drink, he gave to drink, Vayishch es tzoin lavan. And then the next pasuk, the exact same letters, Vayishlach Yaakov leRachel. Rachel, of course, we know is also a sheep, Rachel, that name. And Vayishlach, he kissed her, same lashon, Vayashch es tzoin, Vayishlach Yaakov leRachel. Vayisa es koiloi vayefch, and he cried those tears. Something to think about. What is the connection between Vayashch es tzoin and Vayishlach Yaakov leRachel? May we be zoicha that those who are seeking a shidduch, it should be granted softly and kindly from the Rabbi Weiss. We should come to recognize Ezri Me'im Hashem. Thank you.